しい心なんて俺には必要ない文強くにまみれてる正義も信じないやがたの命を刈り取りかつては夜空を焦がしていたあの日の夢を取り戻す I am a class of mercenary 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 仲間がいれば俺は最強だどんな偉大もも恐れないぜ偽善者はこれからだ We're a class A guild and mercenaries 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 嵐の空真っ赤な大地この蒸気船でどこまでも We're a class A guild and mercenaries We're a class A guild and mercenaries We're a class A guild and mercenaries優しい心なんて俺には必要ない文強くにまみれてる正義も信じないやがたの命を刈り取りかつては夜空を焦がしていたあの日の夢を取り戻す I am a class of mercenary 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 仲間がいれば俺は最強だどんな偉大もも恐れないぜ偽善者はこれからだWe're a class A guild and mercenaries We're 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 a class A guild and mercenaries 嵐の空真っ赤な大地この蒸気船でどこまでも We're a class A guild and
Testing. Okay, there we go. stupid microphone. Hello everyone, it's me, Ezekiel Maxwell, your Class A mercenary VTuber. Hope you're all doing well today. I am exhausted. Over at work today, I got paired up with another coworker that, well, apparently I have to tell them every single little thing to do. Otherwise, they don't do anything at all. Excuse me. Sorry. I got a lot of crud in my throat right now because of all the dust that got blown up. Yeah. And dust was the least of my worries because I got sprayed with diesel and oil at work today too. Joy, oh joy. So basically I'm out there patching roads again, and this coworker of mine, apparently he decides that he is very comfortable sitting in the cab in the AC playing on his phone, and I can already tell that if I say something at work tomorrow, I'm gonna be told, well, you gotta tell him what to do, like, why? Why do I gotta tell him what to do? He already knows how to do his job. Do I have to tell him what to do every single time? Sorry, it's just so dumb. Have any of you ever worked with somebody that apparently they're just there for the paycheck? Like, have you ever worked with someone that doesn't seem to care about their job at all? Like, they don't have any pride in what they do? It's just so stupid to me. Apparently, I'm the only one at my job that actually cares about my work. But I digress. I can't change these people. We're here for the stream today. We're here for Final Fantasy XIV. That's what we're here for. We're not here to rant and rave about useless coworkers. Anyhow, yeah, so it's Tuesday. We're here with Final Fantasy XIV Online Dawntrail. Still no new main story content quests, but we still do have the Hildibrand content and the Arcadion. And if we get through with that, I can always start leveling up my other classes. Excuse me. And yeah. So, with that out of the way, let me go ahead and bring up the verse of the day. This comes from Mark chapter 10, verse 14. But when Jesus saw it, he was greatly displeased and said to them, let the little children come to me, and do not forbid them, for of such is the kingdom of God. Right, so if kids are expressing an interest in Christianity, they should be allowed to come to Christ so that they can come to learn of him, come to understand him. There are people that fill children's heads with lies about Christianity, saying that we're evil or that we're hateful, when nothing could be further from the truth, you know? We are loving people that focus on the truths of the world, that focus on the truth of everything, you know, that marriage should be between one man and one woman, that homosexuality is a sin, and if you participate in homosexuality, you go to hell. Yeah. So these are very important things that kids need to learn. And, you know, people say that we're pushing stuff on kids, that we're like a cult or something, which is very funny to hear from the people that preach love is love and everyone's legal. Like, no, that group of people is the most hateful, most vile group of people I've ever come across. But yeah, I digress. So anyways, if you know of a child that's interested in coming to Christ and learning of him, please do encourage it. We really should be encouraging more children to come to churches, to come to learn of God. Anyways, speaking of God, let's go ahead and do our opening prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we ask of you today to please bless this stream. Please use me and please use this stream to glorify you and help bring people closer to you. In your most holy name I pray, amen. Okay, let's go ahead and switch on over. So, first things first, I'm actually going to teleport to the free company because I want to make sure that we don't lose the free company house. It's very important to make sure that we go visit it at least once a week. I think the requirement is once every 2 weeks, but I'm going to make sure to visit it at least once a week. I'm honestly surprised that I did not get a thing saying, hey, so do you want to use an Etherite ticket? I probably don't have any more tickets, honestly. That's something I'm going to need to work on. Well, okay. I don't see any message, so apparently we are safe. So let me go back to solution 9. Oh, okay, apparently I do have Etherite tickets. I don't know why it didn't ask me for one to go to the free company house. But right now, I'm not really sure where Hildibrand is. You know what? Let me go ahead and pull up Final Fantasy 14 Dawntrail Hildibrand. So next one would be Wizened Testimony. And that is right here. Teleport to True View, and we will go check on our favorite Inspector Extraordinaire, if that is him. We still don't know yet if this is really Hildibrand or if it's just a lookalike that exists in this reflection. Alright. Nashu Makaraka. Ezekiel, here to help again, are you? As things stand, I'm still waiting on word from yours truly, I assume. Haha, nice try, bot. The automod over on Twitch managed to catch a bot before it could post a message. Since parting ways, I've searched every alley and dive bar at Everkeep for signs of this Hildibrand character. It's pronounced Hildibrand. Well, however you say it, he was nowhere to be found. Oh, where could the inspector be? I am very convinced that this man is actually Hildibrand. Shut up, dollface. The case ain't over yet, and I always get my man. When the trail goes cold, the trick is to go back to the beginning. I want you to tell me the whole story again and leave nothing out, no matter how unimportant it might seem. Why not? So you followed rumors of the flying disc which nabbed your friend, and that led you to the place where it most likely crashed down. Here. You also think he was caught inside the dome when it appeared and, from your perspective, went through 30 years in a blink of an eye. Sounds like crazy talk. Brother. How do you... Ugh. But I've seen enough strangeness in my line of work that I've learned to give clients the benefit of the doubt. And since we've got no leads on the man himself, I say we try jogging memories about the shiny starship instead. We'll want to question older people native to your world who might have witnessed the original crash landing 30 years ago. Folks that age seem to enjoy parks, like the one outside the residential radii. Let's go. Radii, Radii, Radii. I wonder how that's actually pronounced. I'll need to ask around later. Or maybe just look it up on the internet. Would love to have a skateboard to go down those rails with. Oh, my legs are so sore. I did a lot of walking today. What was really fun was that I couldn't just blow the stuff out of the potholes when I was patching, because apparently there was not much keeping the asphalt to the limestone or caliche underneath. So what ended up happening was that the air from the hose that I was using to clean out the pothole was getting underneath the asphalt and breaking it up as we were going along. So, yeah, that's what happened with that. I took what should have been small little jobs and made them into big potholes. Old timers aplenty, as promised. Pick a prune and get to it. Oh, I still have that illustration I lent you last time. Showing it around should help nudge some ancient noggins. I added a sketch of the inspector's face to make things even easier. Yeah. I have another copy for myself, but that only makes two. Ezekiel, you and Detective Hardboiled will have to share. We are talking 3 decades ago here, so having a picture should come in handy, even if the dame's work is on the same level as a finger-painting toddler's magnum opus. Ezekiel, was it? Well, you let me know when you're ready to bother some park goers. Right, let's start showing that picture around then. Keep an eye out for older Hune and Hitsaru that might have hailed from outside the dome. Oh, and don't forget the Shitona. What can this old lady do for you? 30 years ago? I honestly don't recall. My memories of that time are faded at best, my dears. That is a lovely drawing of you, though, sir. Really captures your essence. That slack-jawed mug? You gotta be kidding me. May I help you? Yeah, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, but 30 years ago was practically an infant. Far too young to remember much of anything. Oh, he's middle-aged. That picture is very cute, though. Did your child draw it for you? Sorry, I thought he was an old man. I got one more to ask over here, I think. There's an elderly human man. I'm not gonna bother with the voices. What would you be wanting with me then? Yeah, can you take a look at this, please? Can't say as I'm familiar with it, but I do remember 3 decades ago when I was still in the bloom of youth, well, middle age. Say, I remember you, the clever git who took back me verbal tonic from that thieving guy. That was a good bit of sleuthing, it was. No need for all that, I was just doing my job. Sorry to see that the tonic didn't do its job, though. It's not about growing me hair back, it's about the routine. About 40 years of massaging me scalp and basking in the same fragrant aromas every morning. It doesn't feel right to start the day without it. 40 years of using an Everkeep-made product? Ah, that's right. You're Alexandrian, born and bred, same as me. There's no way you could have seen the starship we're after. Sorry to bother you, sir. Well, no one said it would be easy dredging up eyewitness accounts from so long ago. This is where grit and persistence comes into it. I spied a Chitona fella heading towards the 914 radius. Hard to guess his age with how long they live, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky this time. Well, first, I want to come over here and talk to you. Vending machines caught your eye? Yeah, you could buy yourself a coffee or an energy drink, but luxuries like that make you soft. When I'm alone, walking through the darkest, dingiest parts of the city, I need something that's weathered and weary as I am. Now I'll stick to my eggs, thanks. If this Hildibrand really does look like me, I look forward to meeting him in the flesh, if only to see the resemblance is more than skin deep. Brother, I think it is, in fact, you. Oh, this way. Sprint, sprint, sprint! Lovely day, isn't it? Can you take a look at this, please? I'm not sure I recognize the man. Hard to tell with such a simple drawing. Forget about the drawing. We're more interested in what you know about the flying disc. Ah, yes, a craft I do recall seeing. When I felt the sun upon my face, I was living a very different kind of life at the time. It was during a hunt that I spotted it. Flying machines were a rare sight back then, so I remember it well even now. And do you remember where it was headed? It appeared to crash somewhere in Ueyawata to the north. I was of a mind to seek out the wreckage, but then the dome suddenly appeared, and I had far, far stranger things to worry about. There, what'd I tell you? Let's find your pal, Nashu, and share the good news. Well, Nashu's down here, so that's not going to be difficult to find. Yue Yawata. No one seems to know anything about the starship. Did you fare any better? Yeah, we found a Shitona that knows. So it came down somewhere near this Uwera Yukata place? I don't suppose either of you have been there before. I have. A research facility, you say? If some unidentified shiny object fell from the sky nearby, then I wager people soon scooped it up. It seems we have our destination, but how to get across the lake? We could take a hover cargo. That we could. Why do you look so unhappy about it, though? The Reforgers have a few, and I happen to know one of a accommodating disposition. Right, that's our transportation sorted. What I'm stuck on, though, is how you've already been to this Yue Yawata, when I'm only just learning such a place even existed. What's your deal, anyway? I'm Ezekiel, agent of adventure. You adventure for a living, is that it? Well, it's clear you're no fresh-faced mook. Let's press on with the investigation. My Reforger friend should have a hover cargo waiting for us at the drift downs. I better pack a dose of Nashi's delights. Those explosives of yours? Leave them behind. Don't need no dizzy dame blowing herself up on my watch. Or me, for that matter. Thinking. Well, let's just find an either crystal and teleport there. Sprint. You know what? Since we're already here at the entrance anyways, we might as well just walk right out. No need to teleport. Alright, let's get in the car and go look. Still need to complete the quest for flying. They said come down here to Drift Downs. I hear you need transport to Ue Iwata. The hover cargo is ready if you are. Yeah, let's go to Ue Iwata. This place is a mess, but I don't see any monsters roaming the halls at least. Should be safe to split up and have a look around. Shuffling through the various documents in the cabinet, you find one entitled Confidential Files Addendum 1. According to an associate native to these lands, the unidentified vessel we recovered near Ue Iwata had flown into the region not long before the dome manifested. Their testimony was corroborated by a thorough examination of the wreckage, which yielded not a single silver sliver of electrope. The vessel was, without a doubt, manufactured using technology fundamentally unlike our own. This mystery was further compounded by the discovery of a hewn survivor within the craft. Despite the apparent force of the impact, the lone male occupant had sustained no visible injuries. Yeah, that's Hildibrand for you. Okay, nothing over there. Man, this place is a horror fest. Skimming through the various documents, you find one entitled Confidential Files Addendum 2. The human male we extracted from the wreckage is an abnormal specimen indeed. While physically unharmed and in clear possession of a soul, he yet remains in a comatose state. The absence of reaction to any and all external stimuli is indicative of temporal stasis. Every method we have attempted, be it electric shock, a hot bath, or a sharp slap across the face, has failed to wake the subject. Is his remarkable corporeal fortitude an innate natural quality, or was it acquired with the aid of unknown technology? My enthusiasm for this research knows no bounds. Any luck over here, Nashu? A lot of people being pickled in here, but Inspector Hildibrand isn't among them. Speaking of which, did you see where Detective Hardboiled went? I did not. Make sure we check all of them. The document held by the clipboard is entitled Confidential Files Addendum 3. I cannot understate the incalculable potential I see in our mystery subject. If we could but unlock the secret of his preternatural resilience, then we would never again need risk the dangers inherent in the transfer of monstrous souls. While some of my colleagues insist that the vivisection is our only recourse, such an extreme measure would mean forsaking the knowledge the man might impart to us regarding his equally intriguing flying vessel. For the time being, we have decided to suspend all research related to this subject. The specimen will be preserved in a biocapsule in Sector 51 and placed under the observation in the hopes that he will one day regain consciousness. Any more? Can't squeeze through there. Nothing there. Creepy red glow. And none of those are open. Okay. Let's continue this way. Oh boy, I remember how... Oh wait, it's telling me to go back. I just now noticed. So Hildibrand was being kept here in a, what they call biocapsule, which I imagine is those floating tanks. Ezekiel, sorry, something else in the records caught my attention and led me to a different floor. Had to rustle up a verification key first, so I haven't spent any time on your starship mystery. Did you turn up anything yet? They were keeping him in Sector 51. The key I found should let us access that area. Let's grab your pal and Nashu and head there now. Inspector Hildibrand, there you are! So... Oh my god, that's actually him! YouTube been yanking my chain? This clown doesn't look anything like me. Well, opinions aside, we've located our man. A hard-boiled egg would really hit the spot right now. Here, give this to the detective. Nashu, you sneak. What's with this? Yo. I look snazzy. Oh man, I look good. Why does she look like Cat Girl Shy Lily? I don't know. From the lady, a present just for you, or... Let's stay quiet. Dang. Appreciate it. This is, okay. I never could refuse the kindness of strangers. Uh-oh. Zombies! We're surrounded. We're screwed. Those are just Dark Souls fans. These punks must be feeling lucky. Nice gun! What are you doing, Hildibrand? There is no need for firearms or fisticuffs. I shall resolve this altercation in a manner that behooves a gentleman. Attention, everyone! Follow my lead, if you please. Brother, put on some clothes. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. Splendid. Most splendid. Let's remember to always comport ourselves in a gentlemanly manner. God bless it, Hildibrand. Maybe I need to put 18 plus in the title of this stream. Oh my god. I fear I may have overslept a trifle. But I, Hildibrand, well-rested agent of inquiry, now stand before you bright-eyed and bush-tailed. Bro. No. Please. Give him some clothes, please, for the love of God. By the by, who is this all-star-looking fellow? A new admirer of mine, mayhap? This is Detective Hardboiled, your soul twin from another world. Why, my dear Nashu, this man possesses nary a speck of my singular aplomb. He does not resemble me in the slightest. I couldn't agree more. My sweet old grandmother has more grit in her pinky finger. That's odd. Maybe I need new glasses, but the two of you seem practically identical. The all thing here is how you look too darn young for a fellow who's been sleeping for 30 years. And don't get me started on how you charm those shambling corpses. What kind of crime against nature are you? The inspector has a very unique physique, for one. And as for the zombies, he's had an excellent rapport with them ever since his brief stint as an undead overlord extraordinaire. That raises more questions than answers. Still, we can consider your missing person case closed. Wait a minute. Are you not hearing any game sound? Wait, what? That's odd. Yeah, no. The audio thing's not picking anything up. Alright, let me try something. There we go. Had to change it in the properties. I'm sorry that didn't get picked up. Which leads me to chew on something else that caught my attention earlier. I smell a new case brewing and I mean to follow my nose. It's good now? Awesome. I don't know why. Like, I haven't changed a thing with the audio and now it just suddenly decides to screw up. OBS is weird. Don't make that face! Don't make that face while you're only in your underwear! Oh, God. A case, you say? Then allow me to offer the services of Hildibrand, Inspector Extraordinaire. God bless you, Hildibrand. Undead Overlord seems more plausible to me at this juncture, but I'll bite. What does a fellow like you even inspect? Impenetrable mysteries and unsolved cases, of course. I want to see what you have to say, Vixen. God bless it. Someone had fun making this quest line. Oh. You need to what? So we're in the same business, huh? You need to play a game that's exclusively women. Makes me wonder how this gentleman act of yours actually helps you get the job done. I, too, am curious to see if beneath that leathery gumshoe exterior you have the gumption to handle the truly difficult cases. The dame, she's your assistant. Loyal and steadfast. I had an assistant once. But now ain't the time to reminisce. We have a new case to work on. Someone please get him some freaking clothes! This'll just be the thing to prove your sleuthing chops, Inspector. Let's get out of here and get down to brass tacks. At least lend him your coat. For God's sake, please. Oh my God. Godbert, I can handle. You're installing mods on the helmet. Godbird, I can understand. Oh, thank God Hildibrand finally has clothes. As I was saying, I got a whiff of a new case in the making, so listen up while I explain the particulars. You said you scoured this place top to bottom and learned they were trying to stuff people's souls into monstrous hosts. But the facility was forced to close down before they managed any real success. Sound about right? Yeah. I'm guessing whatever incident turned the staff into walking corpses happened not long after. Here's where it gets interesting. According to the notes I found, one of the researchers survived and continued to work independently even after the project was mothballed. Oh good, he has clothes now. Indeed. Apparently, he dismissed the Toral withdrawal as impossible to control and instead chose to pursue his research using less ordinary beasts. Are you suggesting this mad scientist transferred his own soul into some slavering fiend? Nothing so mad as all that, no. He saved that honor for convicted criminals. Seems he set up a fake rehabilitation program, had the prisoners transferred, then yanked out their souls for use in his experiments. How awful! And what became of these now criminally minded creatures? That's the million-credit question. I tracked down the containment cell mentioned in the notes, but found the cages inside emptier than a bar's fly tumbler. Yeah. A little digging into the operations log showed the cage locks were opened only recently, which means we find ourselves on the case of the fiendish fugitives. We must seek out and apprehend these dastardly evildoers on the double. Yeah, there's a chance they're out there causing trouble. As a detective, I can't turn a blind eye when I suspect wrongdoings afoot. Luckily, I also found a storage device that I figured belonged to the author of those research notes. It's pretty banged up, but I think the data might still be intact. Let's head back to Solution 9. I'll take this thing to my place in the recreation zone and see what I can recover. Alright then. And Solution 9 should be just around the corner, so I don't need to use a ticket. Let me just bring the chats back up because I accidentally clicked on OBS. Right. Neonstein. Would love to find a way to keep the chats pinned at the forefront. Right. I'll take a crack at this storage device. You're better off waiting outside. I'm not the kind of guy who makes his bed every morning, to say the least. Oh, trust me, I know. I got a pile of clothes on the floor right behind me. Well, the bad news is the device was in even worse shape than I expected. It'll be a while yet before I can recover all the contents. A quick pass netted me some scraps though, enough to piece together a partial file on one of the experimental subjects. It states our surviving researchers stuck the soul of a career thief into the body of an Cyclops. This light-fingered fella didn't steal out of greed, but for the joy of pissing off his victims. twisted guy like that ain't likely to change his stripes just 'cause he switched bodies. Yes, 'tis all becoming clear to me. His intentions are obvious. Our ambitious escapee will burgle the most prestigious jewelry store in the city. Huh. As soft-boiled a guess as any I've ever heard. Your instincts are way off, pal. Never seen an eye-cloth before, have you? If one of those big brutes was lumbering through the streets, all we'd have to do is follow the screams. No, if he's plotting a heist, it'll involve a target outside Everkeep. And he won't be aiming to pilfer any old supply crate neither, but something that really cause a nuisance. Electrope. Alexandria's got a habit only that miraculous ore can satisfy. We need to hustle to the quarry outside, and I mean now. Don't know why my throat's bothering me so much. Must have inhaled quite a bit of dust. No, we're not going to Arcadion. Not yet. I really need to unlock flying. No, thank you. I'm not here to mess with you. Bugger off. Oh, at least I managed to get the oil and diesel off of me. Is this the right way? Really hope this is the right way. Ow. Wrong button. Am I even going the right way? Huh. No, I am not. I was going the wrong way the whole time. So now I need to go to the other side of the town, take the bridge across, go to the drift downs, and just go on over to the quarry. there's the bridge. No, thank you. I do not want to fight. Whoa, what's going on over there? I do not want to fight any of these electric elephants. No, thank you. I don't want to fight you. Really need to unlock flight. Yeah, I work here. Was there something you needed? Have we had any thefts? Funny you should ask, actually. We've had several shipments of raw electro go missing in recent days. The strangest part is that our guards didn't see a darn thing. You would need a hover cargo to move those heavy blocks, and surely someone would have noticed it coming and going. There, what'd I tell ya? A sneaky Cyclops could have run off with those blocks without breaking a sweat. You know who the culprit is then. If there's anything I can do to help catch them, just say the word. That's my kind of you, friend. And let's have you bait the trap with a stack of electrope, placed conveniently out of sight of your patrols. We'll do the rest. One tempting stack of electrope coming up. There, that should do the trick. Call that thief for me, will ya? Oh, and do be careful while you're at it. What was that for? The trap is set. Now we wait. What are you doing, Hildibrand? You stole the egg. Oh, this is perfect. Maybe a little too perfect. Not good, not good. Oh my god, I didn't know I could run that fast. That's our thief. After him. We lost sight of our quarry. And he's gone to ground in the middle of a field of Cyclops. We got us a wise guy. Not a tough guy though, according to his file. It says he's got no stomach for fighting. So we just need to split up and find the one that doesn't try to squish us on sight. Of course, even if he is a coward, he's a big boy now, so he might still try to go down swinging. Shout out if you hit pay dirt. We'll take him on together. Lovely. Oh, just follow the arrow. Where are we? Pardon me. Yep. Whoa, yeah, there. What about you? Yep, you're not him either. Not that one. Oh, how lovely. I didn't have to fight after all. Me not bad, Cyclops. Cyclops don't talk. He's not a very bright thief, is he? Then again, now that we've said that, he'll probably shut up next time. The inspector and the detective set off in pursuit to that screaming Cyclops. Come on, let's not get left behind. Darn it all! We have you now, fiend. There's nowhere left to. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, it's like being stabbed by 1,000 tiny needles. Out with it, punk. Where'd you stash the goods? Who set you free? As if I'd tell the likes of you. Have it your way. I hear this sting's worse than chili sauce in your eye. No! Now, detective. Threats and intimidation do not become a gentleman. Move, darn it, move! Give a criminal a chance and they'll make you wish you hadn't. My turn! Oh, of course. Oh, he really is a big boy. This is my show now. Lose a gun or the girl gets it. You two, weapons on the ground. Do you know how many weapons I have, buddy? Oh, is it twitching? Dang, that's cool. Ah, my eye, my eye. Dang, hard-boiled. You had your chance to come quietly. Say goodnight, sunshine. Ah! That didn't hurt at all. Dang. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, abhor acts of violence. Oh my god! What the heck? Core, the inspector's all lit up. You gotta be kidding me. This shot had enough juice to take down a Gompotherium. So bright. Too bright for me to bear. Ah, the pain is akin to stepping barefoot on a goblin's back. Master Thief, are you certain you aren't willing to speak with us? You shone like a precious jewel. I yield. I'll tell you everything. Soft-boiled and cracked. I never wanted the electrope. The researcher who freed us commanded me to steal it, and I handed over every block I took. So you weren't just being your usual thieving self. Alright. So what's this researcher's name? He never told me his name, I swear. I only know him as the man who made us into monsters. He already had some scary looking bruiser working for him, so I didn't dare refuse his orders. No idea where you might find him then. None. I was supposed to meet him out here with my latest haul, but you can bet he slipped away after realizing I wasn't alone. That's it. That's all I can give you. Alright, I believe you. This case is taking a fishy turn. But even if you were an unwilling subject in all this, you still have crimes to answer for. I'm handing you over to the Tin Men authorities. Oh. Don't worry. I'll explain how you're a crook in a monster's clothing, so they don't send you to Arcadion for slaughter. Oh. As for the rest of you, meet me back at my place in Solution 9. So we're gonna have to track down every monster we can find, huh? Still wouldn't be a bad idea to unlock flight, but I could do that some other time. Let's go ahead and teleport back to Solution 9. That felt good. Yeah. Surely Detective Hardboiled must now acknowledge my dazzling investigative skills. In your dreams, pal. I handed the eyecloths over to the authorities and gave them the lowdown on our case. You can bet your last bean that that researcher fella has other monsters doing his dirty work. Can't figure out his angle yet, but he's up to no good, that's for sure. Whatever those criminals are now, they're also fugitives. They'll be operating in as far away from our mechanical sentries as possible, maybe even beyond the confines of the dome. And that's a whole world I ain't familiar with. If you're keen to stay on the case, then I could use your help out there. You shall have it, of course. Inspector Hildibrand is at your service. Got my trench coat in a twist when your pals started dancing in front of my gun. And it's only fair I tell you why. It has to do with a man who had his fingers in every illegal pie in Alexandria. The Crime King, they called him. It was me who caught his royal rogueness and sent him to rot in a prison cell. But after being transferred elsewhere under the auspices of some rehabilitation program, I haven't heard a peep. I see you've connected the dots. Could be that elsewhere was Yui Iwata. Yeah, me and him have got a history. So if he's running free out there, somewhere in a new monster skin, I want to be the one to bring him in. Your unwavering commitment is commendable, Detective Hardboiled. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby swear to remain steadfastly by your side until we have brought this case to its resolution. I don't recall asking that soft-boiled dope to do a darn thing. Anyhow, I'll get back to pulling scraps of data from that box. Drop by next time you're in the neighborhood. Maybe I'll have a new lead for us to follow. Yeah, you don't get rid of Hildibrand. Meanwhile, somewhere in Heritage Found, I was hoping to see our Hulk and Nightclaw squish those curious rats. The craven fool surrendered with barely a struggle. Hey, Biscuit. How's it going? Good to see ya. But no matter, I have more than enough electrope now to proceed with my plans. Given the right direction, you outlaws have proven most useful, especially with the aid of your new monstrous talents. He was a slime! You're well, hope I am too. Not exactly. But don't worry about me. When making hard-boiled eggs, you want to boil for the same length of time. Every time. 12 minutes exactly. Any less, they're too soft. Any more, they're overcooked. We're out of time today, so here I prepared some earlier. Uh-oh. You're partial to 10-minute eggs yourself. How about exploding eggs? The manufacture of my egg-shaped medicine is a closely guarded trade secret, so don't try to make your own at home. Oh, friend, I can't help but worry a little. Keep safe and stay tuned for the next episode of inconceivably further Hildibrand adventures. You have experienced those? See you, Inspector. Yeah, let's just say I didn't exactly have the best day at work. And leave it at that. Oh, God. Well, if it isn't Ezekiel, been keeping yourself sharp, I trust? Reasonably. Good to hear. In our line of work, you gotta stay in peak condition and be ready for anything. In any case, you picked a good moment to come by. I managed to recover more data and learned about another experimental subject. Oh ho, I dare say that is a cue for us to lend our investigative skills once more. Yep. Hmm? It seems this criminal had his soul put in the body of a Kyle Hale. What? Cow Hale. Oh god, I can't even say that. That's a two-legged wolf, in case you weren't familiar. Okay, then just say werewolf. Prior to that, the man was a notorious vandal who went around causing wanton destruction, targeting everything from shops to government facilities. Didn't have any grand motive, was all for the thrill of it, a real piece of work. You don't have to say yes or no, just clear your throat and you will know what to do. Ah. I'm gonna be clearing my throat regardless, so... I ended up breathing in a lot of dust today. Like the sticky-fingered Cyclops. Odds are he's up to his old antics in his new body. As a pawn, a mysterious researcher. Such a fiend wreaking havoc in a densely populated area would swiftly attract attention. If our wolfman were to make his mischief, I expect it would be somewhere outside the city. Heh, not half bad reasoning for a soft-boiled dope. As you say, the fiend's likely to strike places outside of Solution 9. We don't have any leads beyond that, though, so I have in mind to pay one of my trusted sources a visit. Maimon's his name, and his business is knowing every bugger else's. Come on, he ought to be at his usual spot nearby. Ooh, we got ourselves a rat. Maimon, does that not remind you of our friend Wyman? It does. Do you suppose we'll get to meet your Mon too? Ha, okay, that was good. Wymond, my Mon, your Mond. Who's Mond? Whose Mond is it anyways? That was clever, I'll give him that. Sorry, I am just a little bit sleepy. Oh yeah, he does look like Wyman. Ain't often I see you with company, Detective. What can I do for you today? A thrill-seeking vandal in the body of a fiend. Sounds like a recipe for trouble, alright. Now, can't say as I've heard any talk of vandalism, either in or around Everkeep. But there's a hunter who caught sight of a solitary werewolf near the barrier recently. He went to Vanguard and didn't come back out, so he assumed it went to Shaloni. What struck him the most, though, was the queer way it moved. Seemed more man than beast, he said. Werewolves are fiercely territorial creatures that live in packs. This lone wolf's our vandal, I'd wager my gun on it. We'll head to Shaolani right away. Thanks for the lead, Maimond. "'Tis truly uncanny indeed, the resemblance you bear to my friend. His name is Wyman, and information is his stock and trade as well." Yeah? Not only do we have similar faces and names, but we're in the same business besides. Well, bugger me with a lightning rod. You know, you look rather like the detective yourself, only you're either younger or have better skin care regimen. You have brothers or something? Ridiculous! Detective Hardboiled and I are not the least bit alike. Darn right, don't compare me to this Priya ninny. Alright, alright. Didn't mean to ruffle any feathers. But you, lass. Something about you reminds me of the detective's assistant. Takes me back, it does. We should get going. Let's gather in front of Vanguard before heading to Shalawani. Alright. There's an Ethernet shard right there. Be able to teleport right outside Solution 9 to Heritage found. Yeah, back in the car we go. Oh, God bless, I'm hungry. I didn't have a chance to make any food because I had to go get a shower right away after work. Now, hold on just a minute. Yeah, let's go here to the station. Ow. Oh, I hope I can get up there. Yay, okay. This will be my first time beyond the barrier. Wonder if I can find a quiet bar that doesn't water down its drinks. Oh, he's still electrified. Inspector, you're all glowy tingly. Must be the lightning round I hit you with. The after effects can linger for a while, I'm afraid. No need for concern. Far from causing discomfort, the lightning appears to have improved my circulation. I feel haler than I have in recent memory. Huh. You really are an oddball. What are those? Ah! My God, dude. I must say, Detective, I had not expected your hardened self to suffer from a fear of insects. And such adorable ones, too. They're not just any insects. They're oglops, bringers of death and disease. Get all yourself now. An egg will set you straight. You fool, you didn't bring any. Not a single one. Darn it all! Oh dear, never have I seen such a severe case of egg withdrawal. Those eggs are probably like cigarettes to him. Think you could boil this to good detective's liking? Yeah, sure, 12 minutes, right? Okay. You don't remember getting on this crazy ride, but you don't want to stop either. You should have been here earlier. You would have seen Hildibrand dancing in his underwear. 12 minutes. This isn't another trick, is it? Bah, I'll chance it. The texture of the yolk, firm and assured. Not untested, but not broken down by the way of the world. The essence of a survivor. You're a man that knows the score, Ezekiel. I'm glad to have you at my back. Looks like you boiled it just right. Well done. At any rate, I feel like myself again. Appreciate it, Ezekiel. I had every confidence you could aid the good detective, my dear assistants. Come, let's continue on. I want that coat and hat, though. I look good in it. Oh, that bug has probably got a criminal inside of it too. So this is the outside world. It's gonna take some getting used to being under a sky without limits. Right. We should begin by talking to the locals. That town I see over there? Yep. Sheshinewezi Springs, eh? Good place as any. Come on, let's go. Sheshinewezi, blah blah. Sheshe. Just call it Sheshe. Oh, I don't have flight here either. An old-fashioned place, this, but it's got a ruggedness that speaks to me. A man could get used to it. Anyway, let's split up and ask around. See if there's been any acts of vandalism in these parts. You learn something, you come and tell me. Alright. Our first stop. Vandalism? Don't get me started. Some miscreant busted up some of our drilling equipment. I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into keeping everything running, so it had me seeing red. Cerulean's our livelihood, so the perpetrator can't possibly be a local. It's an outsider, mark my words. Oh yeah, I heard that a barn was destroyed the other day. Smashed to pieces by all accounts. Why would anyone do such a senseless thing? As a matter of fact, there's been a spate of vandalism targeting barns and equipment. The culprit strikes when no one's around and leaves no trace, so we don't have so much as a lead. Baffled as we are, we posted a generous bounty. Information's welcome too, of course, so if you see any suspicious activity, be sure to let us know. Yeah, I could use a mending. Hey, managed to learn anything? We heard much the same. Our vandal's been busy. By the by, have you seen Nushu? I'm not sure where she's gone. You serious? How can you not know where your own assistant is? We better split up and find her. I'll follow the quest marker. Oh, hello there, Ezekiel. I could use a little help. I say, Nashu, have you been making new friends? Know her, do ya? And all the chaos she's been sowing too, no doubt. Well, whatever do you mean? Don't play the fool. We saw her polishing them bombs. That's right. She's the one been blowing things up. We're taking her in and collecting the bounty. For the umpteenth time, they're not bombs, they're medicine. Yea, verily, though they may look and indeed explode like bombs, they are in fact potent restoratives. My assistant is not the vandal you seek. That's the stupidest crud I've ever heard. Exploding medicine. Ha! Let's all take a deep... Oh, wait. Let's all take a deep breath now. No need to get so hot and bothered. We can talk this through. Resolve things peacefully. I don't know who you are, but we're done talking here. She's a vandal, and that's that. You'll stand aside if you know what's good for you. If you're not willing to be civil, then we'll have to settle this the old-fashioned way. Detective, wait! I am empathetically opposed to violence. I must insist that we resolve this in a gentlemanly manner. These kids wouldn't know a gentleman if he shot him in the rear. Don't waste your breath. You asked for it, old man. You want a duel? I'll give you a duel. Just remember that you had other options. Now we're gonna need witnesses. So let's take it elsewhere. Don't worry your little head. It ain't to the death. Ill at ease though I am with Detective Hardboil's chosen approach, it seems we must defer to him. He puts on a brave face, but he's nervous. Watch the eyes. He'll rush to finish it. What's that red smudge? Had yourself some poached eggs smothered in tomato sauce, did ya? Huh. A soft choice for a soft jerk. Not the least bit phased. Hard recognizes hard, and I can tell you're a man who's been to heck of back. Even I could learn a thing or two from you. Whoa, you kidding me? All this fuss over you, and you're having a snooze? Heh, you got Moxie doll face. Just like her. Dream sweet dreams now. Still charged with lightning. That's impressive in its own way. But never mind that for now, I've got a job to do. An old-fashioned firearm, like most carried in these parts. Watch the barrel, not the bullet. Dodge the bullet. Luscious locks for a roughneck. Don't know what fancy hair treatment you use, sweet prince, but a bar of soap is all I need. I've seen enough. This one's in the bag. Nice work. Crud on the old laws. Long as you win, it doesn't matter how. He pulled a Neo! Who the heck are you? What's going on here? No, 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 no! So that's the way of it. But non-lethal rounds or no, the law forbids dueling in town. As such, this will be treated as an illegal gunfight, and the guilt falls on the side that drew first. You lot are coming with me. Now, it seems this all began when they saw the lady with what looks like bombs, and assumed she was a vandal. While you don't strike me as much of a miscreant, I'd like to examine the objects for good measure. I must say it does look like a bomb. An understandable, if unfortunate misunderstanding. Despite its worrisome appearance, I assure you, good sir, that this is a bespoke medicine that rejuvenates me when I am feeling poorly. Why not put out the fuse, you idiots? You had all that time. That's a bomb, or I was born yesterday. Ah, I feel like a new man. 'Tis as if I woke up on a cloud. Brother, you are lucky you are not walking on clouds. Enough of that hogwash. While this alone doesn't prove she's a vandal, we're gonna keep her in the jailhouse till we know more. Are meals served at this jailhouse? Well, that they are. She's like, take me. See you. She's just casually going off to jail. I will come for you, Nashu. I will find the true criminal and clear your good name, and this I swear. That's the slime guy. I cannot bear to imagine sweet, innocent Nashu behind bars. We must apprehend the true criminal and secure her release post-haste. Sweet and innocent ain't words I'd use to describe a bomb-toting dame. But setting that aside, we know who we're after. Just need to track him down. A number of residents report having sighted an unusual wolf-like fiend. Apparently, it has appeared near a settlement called Lure Them in Your Trousers. It's Lua Tenin. Lua. You need to clean the wax out of your ears. Yeah, that's what I meant. Lua. Come on, let's see what we can find out there. I swear to God. Whoever named these places deserves a freaking slap across the face. Right. Let's question the locals about Wolfman sightings. Should be straightforward enough, so we'll stay together this time. Just say the word and we'll get started. Another escort quest. Ready? Lead the way. Oh, need to go around. I'm looking forward to dinner with Papa Maxwell tomorrow. He's gonna make steak. That's gonna be my birthday dinner. Wood ovens, huh? Unheard of in Solution 9. Do our cooking with electric appliances. That said, the smoke might give eggs a nice flavor. I'll have to look into it when I get the chance. Mother used to roast whole Myotragus in a giant oven. She was partial to the billies for the flavor, but I found them a little tough. That has no bearing on my own toughness, mind you. The swirling sands of a dust storm may hide the truth. There's nothing my 1,000-yard stare can't pierce. Even now, poor Nashu must be trembling in her cell. We must expedite her liberation. No, I think she's probably snacking on whatever they got over there. She's probably enjoying herself. We'll go this way. I saw it alright. A wolf-like fiend I'd never seen before, and made off with a sack of vegetables we just harvested. It would seem our fugitive was famished. Being a wolf, however, would have not hunted for its own food. Whatever it is now, it used to be a man. Wouldn't be odd if it still ate like one. And if it isn't keen on hunting, it'd likely keep close to settlements for its own meals. You can see the resemblance between the homes here and those in the outskirts. It was a real surprise when our worlds merged 30 years ago. I was just a greenhorn then, and she was still... Never mind. The motive on these dwellings is simple yet elegant. I expect Father would appreciate the artistry. He isn't here, is he? Oh, and Tox does the same thing. What I saw wasn't a wolf fiend, but an adorable little critter. It kept squealing at me as if it was trying to say something. Oh ho, I dare say this is a promising new lead. I have it. This creature is a minion of the Vandalous Wolfman. You and your soft-boiled guesses. I'd heard about strange squealing critters on True View, but I doubt it has anything to do with our case. Oh, over there where the ovens are at. Alright, come on you two. Sprint. Double time. Let's go. The wolf-like fiend? And I've seen it south of here. Most folk avoid the area because it's Lunyu territory. Blech. But I go there to gather cactus. And the past few times I did, I saw the creature heading towards the gorge. Even the Lunyu give it a wide berth, so it must be dangerous indeed. Our fugitive might be holed up in that gorge. Come on, let's go take a look. Alright. Can I go over like this? Yes, I can. The werewolf doesn't seem to be here right now, but this is definitely where it lays its head. I can feel it. Let's split up and search for clues. If you turn up anything, you come and tell me. No, you should not have noticed me. Oh, that's what you get. Something is shining over there. Might as well get rid of these extra attacks. The sack is laden with vegetables, likely those which the fugitive took from Lua. Oh, there's more? Crude words have been scrawled on the piece of paper. An Oglop loiters nearby as if regarding the paper and you. The Oglop scurries off, leaving you to devote your attention to the paper, which appears to contain diary entries written by the fugitive. How do you like that? A werewolf with a diary. The liquor bottle has long since been drained to the last drop. Perhaps it was purloined by a fugitive. There do not appear to be any more clues in the vicinity. Hardboiled will want to take stock of your discoveries. And I found this empty liquor bottle. What about you? I found the same, and a sack of produce and a piece of paper. Good work, Ezekiel. The bottles and the produce must have been taken from Lua. As for this piece of paper, these are diary entries, all right. I'll read them out. Another good day's destruction. I reduced the barn to rubble in moments, well before anyone was the wiser. My newfound strength is truly astounding. The researcher contacted me. He wants me to put on a bigger show and will provide barrels of cerulean for the job. This is gonna be my tour de force. So it's as we suspected. Like the thief in Cyclops, a vandalizing werewolf is working for the researcher. But I must say, for him to leave incriminating evidence out in the open where enterprising agents of inquiry can easily find him is rather careless, is it not? And when he was apprehended as a man, he left a diary of his misdeeds lying around. It served as incontrovertible proof of his guilt. Do it again, knowing full well how it led to his downfall. Perhaps he has some sort of clever design, or perhaps... he's just an idiot. At any rate, if our fugitive has barrels of ceruleum at his disposal, then we must exercise the utmost caution. The tiniest spark could cause an explosion to dwarf even Nashu's delights. So I ask that you refrain from using your gun. My gun's more versatile than you think. It's capable of converting the lightning it absorbs to other kinds of energy. With a flick of a switch, it can shoot fire and water rounds as well. So if push comes to shove, I'll give the wanton wolfman a hosing down. Well now, that is a wondrous gadget indeed. Yet be that as it may, I remain firmly opposed to violence in all forms and elemental aspects. Solving cases in a manner befitting a gentleman, such is the creed of Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Huh, soft to the core. If you don't harden up, you'll make the same mistake I did. As a rule, I don't talk about my past, but if there was ever a time to break that rule, now would be it. I used to have an assistant too. She was a lot like your own Nashu, a real sweetheart. But she's gone now, killed by the Crying King because of me, because I was too soft. The Crying King's descended from a line of mages. Carnelian's his real name, and he can wield powerful magic with a whispered word at a flick of the wrist. Doesn't have to rely on fancy gadgets like ordinary folk. We had him at our mercy, me and my assistant, but then he started spinning a sob story, and like a half-boiled milksop, I lowered my gun. And that was all the opening Carmelian needed. He cast a spell before I could blink, and I would have died where I stood if my assistant hadn't leapt in the way. She wasn't wearing a regulator because she was always following my lead. I killed her as much as he did. That such a thing should have happened. And I was able to catch Carnelian soon after that, but now the jerk's at large again in the fiend's body. When you deal with villains, you can't afford to be soft, or one day you, or someone you dear to you, will pay for it. Now then, we've confirmed the Vandals here, but what is it that the researcher wants to achieve with this destruction spree? Well, first things first, we need to alert the Dust Watch. They'll want to be ready when the Vandal strikes next. You know where to find them? Who's Satalia? Right then, let's head on over there. To think that To think that the detective had suffered such a terrible tragedy. I struggle to find the words. Just be your usual gentlemanly self. You are right, my friend. As ever, I shall endeavor to be true to myself. There. Let's sprint there. Don't target me or else you'll die. Alright, maybe use the car. I got stuck on a rock. Stay strong, Nashu. Soon you will be free. This taco is amazing. Ah, it's you lot. What is it? I'll be darned. Just a moment ago, we received a message from someone claiming to be the Vandal. They declare that the train's their next target. Now I was about to dismiss it as a prank, but having heard your report, I'm inclined to believe the threat's real. Then we need to get to Shalawani Station right away. Indeed. Now gather my men, hurry there. As for Nashu, it would be best if she remained here for now, I think. Detective, keenly though I feel for your loss, I must reiterate my staunch opposition to violence. Whatever may await us, I believe that we must strive for a gentlemanly resolution. The Vandal never used to announce his targets. This reeks like a rotten egg. No! Thank goodness you're here. Please, you can't let that fiend destroy the train. We're on it. Get somewhere safe. We have you at last. From gentleman to blue. This is detective. And over there, demon distress. He's sure thinking hard about it. Gah, of all times to be out of charge. Give a man a fright, will ya? Got it right there. Try anything funny and I'll torch those barrels. That filled to the brim with ceruleum, enough to blow us all sky high. Heh, there's nothing you can do, so just relax and enjoy that. Ha. Ouch! Wait, we must extinguish the fire. The heck you think you're doing? Is he a shark lizard wolf? The way they described it, it sounded like a werewolf. I shall stop this runaway wolf train! I feel he's disinclined to stop. They're coming back. And they're heading straight for the engine. Darn it. If only I could use my gun. What in the heck? A Mandeville man and his electrifying handstand. You're gonna wake up in the morning thinking you dreamed this. Like I said, you should have seen the underwear dance earlier. You did good, Softy. You did good. You as well, Detective. You as well. I thought I was done for. I owe you my life. So you don't know anything either. I'm afraid not. I was only doing as I was told. Then the researcher's true objective remains a mystery. This chaos and destruction can't all be for its own sake, can it? If you have learned your lesson, then I suggest you surrender yourself to the Death Watch. You'll be safe in their care and receive regular meals besides. Alright, I'll go quietly. Now, apologies for the delay. Now, I see you have the situation well in hand. So, this is a fiend that was behind destruction. We're grateful to you for the help. Despite appearances, he was originally a man, so treat him like one, eh? Is that so? And understood he'll be treated with due dignity. What are you doing? You're still soft, hard-boiled. You always were. I wasn't expecting an interruption so soon. But no matter, the commotion has drawn you all here as intended. You're Carnelian. The villain disguised himself as one of my own men and knocked me out. The rest I believe you know. It seems Carnelian's also working for the researcher, and this was just a diversion. What's that jerk's game? Let's head back to Husotwali for now. We have to set your friend free after all. My men can clean things up here. No, she's not going to be there, is she? Oh, yep, sure she is. Right, let's get the lady out of her cell. Oh, Nashu! Such an ordeal that must have been. Oh yes, the hordes of wars were quite tasty. Sheriff, we got a situation. A large shipment of ceruleum has been stolen from Sheshinwazi. What? It appears the thieves struck while we were dealing with the trouble at the station. So that was the true target. First electrope, now ceruleum. What do you need all those resources for? As for Carnelian, he ain't the sort to do someone else's bidding. You can bet he's got his own angle. No matter what it is, I won't rest until justice has been served, and next time my gun will be ready. You know something about these happenings, by the sounds of it. So this extends beyond Shalawani. Even if we had the manpower, the Dustwash can't go traipsing into other jurisdictions. So I think it'd be best if we left the matter in your hands. Yeah, you can leave it to Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. I swear to you, good sheriff, that I shall find and apprehend the villain with grace and non-violent finesse. We'd be grateful. Naturally, my men and I will conduct a thorough investigation in Shalawani. If we learn anything, we'll be sure to let you know. Come on, let's head back to Solution 9. I could use a hard-boiled egg right about now. Maybe even 2. Alright. Am I getting a ticket for Solution 9? Nope, just use the gill. Home. I didn't mind it out in the wilds, but for this sentimental old fool, nothing beats this neonlit city. Now, I'll get back to working on the storage device. Check in from time to time, in case I found its new lead. Meanwhile, let us continue along our own lines of inquiry. Pray do not blame yourself or your assistant, Detective. The fault most assuredly lies not with you. Ha. What would a soft-boiled dope know? Just take care of your own, eh? Oh, the bug's standing upright. That's a person. Meanwhile, in Shalawani. Excellent. Soon the plan will come to fruition. Kinda Loca's achievements will be meaningless next to what the heavens have gifted me. You fugitives deserve me well indeed. And you, me. Curious about my gun, are you? Come now, no need to be shy. She's a mole python maximum fitted with a custom short barrel. Being made of electrodes, she can convert her lightning charge to fire rounds and other energies. The double action trigger means she's as fast as you are, and the ambidextrous safety means she's at home in both hands. The ventilated ribs help keep her cool and reduce the risk of malfunction when things get really heated up. The recoil spring guide rod takes the edge off her temper, while the extra long ejector rod housing serves to Are you getting sleepy? 'Cause I sure am. Let's call it a day, shall we? I don't have anything in particular to say about my alchemy tools. Till next time. Looks like a caster. Thor would be pleased. See you, Inspector. Nothing here. Let's check the wiki. Oh, okay, that's it. So there's no more Hildibrand quests until the next update. Aw, man. So now we gotta wait for the new main story quest update, and we gotta wait for new Hildibrand content. Ah, gosh. Well, now's a good time as any to start with Arcadion. I found you at last. You, my good sir, were born to be a star. Huh? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Metam, Head of Strategic Management at Ascension Arcadia, the premier enterprise for entertainment in Solution 9. Our flagship facility is Arcadion, the combat arena, and it is there that we host the Ascension Arcadia Championship. It is a pinnacle for fighters in Alexandria, and I want you to be among them. Buddy, if you start calling yourself Doug Dimmadome. As you may have heard, circumstance has forced us to close the arena's doors for a time, but the time is right to reopen them. Her Majesty's tragic passing has left our citizens disconsolate. By providing them with gripping entertainment, it is our hope to help them to forget their cares for a while. If we are to accomplish that, however, it will not do to show them what they have seen countless times before. No, they need something new. Someone new. And who better than he who not only protected our citizens from the king's army, but struck down the king himself? That was you, yes? Yep. So it was. And so, for your strength and valor, the President of the Federation has marked you to be the Arcadians' new great star. Just imagine it, an upstart, a people's protector, arrives at the scene, and challenges the Arcadians' mightiest to rise up as Grand Champion. What could be more gripping, I ask you? Did Queen's Fiend die for real now? Okay, so the original Fiend, the one from the past that was asleep in living memory, she's alive and well, and she's about to become the new Queen of Alexandria. The one that he's talking about was the Endless Fiend that was here at the beginning. The one that we had to defeat in the first place. So, yeah. For your part, you will naturally be well compensated. The finance equipment Solution 9 has to offer awaits you after each and every victory. Okay, now you're speaking my language. I dare say this has you enticed, but you need to make up your mind right away. If you are keen to test your strength and win rich rewards, then come to the Arcadian at the end of this avenue. The attendant will show you in. Okay, you feel better about that? Yeah. With that, I bid you farewell for now. I shall look forward to a favorable response. We can at least start the quest line. It looks like a giant GPU. Ah, Ezekiel, Master Metam has been expecting you. If you would follow me, I will take you to him. Yes, enter the Arcadian. So this game is really just Tron. Yeah, this section of it anyways. Oh, you game. By this I take it you will fight in the Arcadion. Allow me to be the first to welcome you into the fold. Now then, I shall explain to you. Huh. You look like you got some fight in you, I suppose. Still, you can only be so strong without being a soul shifter. You wouldn't last long against any of us. Well, aren't you just a treat? I look forward to meeting you on stage. Your puny candle before my roaring flame! Make it to me and I'll blast you out of the ring. What are y'all supposed to be, off-brand Power Rangers? Those are some of the fighters you will face. They are all characters, as you can see, but I hope you do not take offense at their words. Consider it their way of welcoming you. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I have mentioned, the Ascension Arcadia Championship is a fighting competition. The realm's mightiest duke it out in a bid to become the Grand Champion. I have no doubt that all Alexandrians will be captivated by your journey as a challenger, and cheer you on as you fight your way up the ranks. As speaking of ranks, the fighters of the Arcadian are divided into 3 tiers: light heavyweight, cruiserweight, and heavyweight. The ultimate objective is to become the undisputed champion in all 3 tiers, and thereby rise up as Grand Champion. As a rookie, your campaign begins in the light heavyweight tier, where you must defeat your 3 rivals ranked therein. Off-brand Power Rangers. Yeah, that would be dumb. Furiously scribbling notes in TTRPG journal. Goodness gracious me, I almost forgot to mention a most important thing. The Arcadian has its own repository of feral souls, which our fighters utilize in battle. So potently souls they alter the fighters' very forms. Lest you wonder, it is the potency of the souls employed that separates the championship's 3 tiers. Now, I'm given to understand that you do not use a regulator. Even when you face the king, you do not rely on souls of any kind. That is most impressive indeed. Yeah, I'm kind of functionally immortal. Be that as it may, it would be egregiously unfair for you to compete with not to balance the scales. Fortunately, here at the Arcadian, we also have the souls of former champions in storage. We will use them to create allies to fight alongside you. And to make sure they work with you like a well-oiled machine, we will draw upon your memories to fine-tune their appearance and abilities to match your liking. Well, that hardly seems fair. Yeah, I know. They're not gonna last very long against me. Not when I can keep coming back and keep coming back. Oh, well, that's nice of them. That sounds a lot like the Endless. Endless. I am not familiar with that term, but I assure you there is nothing untoward in the technique we employ. It simply brings forth a temporary simulacrum. And for the purposes of evening the odds, I believe 7 of these simulacra should suffice. What do you think? The souls in your repository should be set free. I expected you might harbor reservations about the use of souls. Those who hail from outside the barrier often do. You lag so bad on mobile, you can hardly make a witty repartee. And so, I have a proposal. An additional incentive, if you will. For each victory you claim, I shall release the souls of those who fought alongside you. You, my friend, would be the star who brings fresh change to the Arcadion. So, what say you? Are you willing to fight under those terms? Excellent. Now, I would tell you more about the Arcadion, but let us save it for after your first bout. After all, it'd be pointless if you end up losing straight away. You call me a loser? With that, I officially welcome you as a fighter of the Arcadion. When you are ready to take on the arena, you need but say the word. Maybe the most cordial hostage situation you've ever encountered. You're ready then. Excellent. Rest assured, I'll be here to guide you in the beginning. Now, I shall introduce your first opponent. Pray, look at the monitor. I can't read that. This here is Black Cat, feared as the claw in the dark. That's right, she's the one who took your measure earlier. While she's still a rookie herself, you'd be wise not to underestimate her. She has a real talent and is expected to go far. Her feral soul is Cat Palug, a terrible feline said to have pushed a legendary hero to its limits. With its power, she becomes unimaginably nimble, and her very claws can rend steel. You'll need to keep your wits about you. Now, you should know that the ring is uniquely configured to complement the fighting style of your foes. This is in order to provide the audience with a spectacle. After all, we are first and foremost in the business of entertaining. On a similar note, I should mention that I'm also the commentator for matches. Leave it to me to squeeze every drop of excitement out of your fights. Now then, you had best see to your preparations. May you emerge victorious for your debut. Well, I would, but there's only 8 minutes left. Unless I can take it on with NPCs. I cannot take it on with NPCs. Nope, never mind. Well, I guess we'll be fighting this next week. Might as well go ahead and log out. Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry for all the coughing and clearing of the throat, like I said. Plenty of dust this day. I breathed in a good amount of it. But, yeah, thank you all so much for coming out to watch. Really do appreciate it, as always. And sorry for all the griping in the beginning about work. Now, with that being said, let us find our raid targets. Yeah, no, we're not gonna have an ad. Actually, I guess I should do my closing prayer first. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you to thank you for another wonderful stream. We thank you for everyone who came out to watch, and we thank you for another day where we can all get together. We continue to lift up Denise Thornajal to you, Lord, who has been in and out of the hospital with infections but now resting at home. We ask that you continue to bless her, Lord, and protect her from further illness. We continue to lift up our friend Creeper to you, Lord. You know about the demons plaguing his heart. Please continue to bless him and protect his heart from his inner demons. Lord, I ask for you to give me continued strength tomorrow to be able to make it through this week. Lord, as you know, I had a difficult day today. So please continue to watch over me, bless me, and grant me strength and patience. Lord, we just continue to lift up the men and women of America, bless them with physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. And we continue to lift up the veterans of this country. May they be known, seen, and heard. Lord, bless them for the sacrifices they've made. And if there's anyone out there who is seeking your Son, Lord, if there's anyone who's seeking Christ, please grant them the wisdom and knowledge that they need. Let them be able to read the gospel. Let them come to understand the gospel, and let them be able to share the gospel. Guide us, protect us, and direct us. In your name we pray. Amen. Okay, yesterday we raided Kai with Rustic Rollers. I see Zine is still streaming. So I'm gonna go ahead and... He's doing a finale stream of Trails of Azure. So we'll go ahead and raid him. Amen and amen indeed. So there's the raid for Zine. And on the Twitch side of things... Ooh, Saber Rhyme was playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Thanks as always, Zeke. Have a good night. Take care of yourself and get feeling better, of course. The moment I shut up and let my voice rest, I'm going to feel a lot better. I raided Saber twice last week, so I need to give things a Gwydion. Raid Gwydion _ Wolf. Let me just load up Pixel's stream here real quick. If I can find out where it went. Hello, Pixel? Could have sworn I just saw her live. Crack Kitty is late? Oh. Okay. I hope everything's okay with Pixel. Yeah, okay. Then we'll go ahead and raid out to Zine on Rumble and Gwydion on Twitch. So let me go ahead and get that raid started. Okay, everyone. As always, thank you all so much. I hope that you all eat well, sleep well, stay happy, healthy, cool, and safe. Stay hydrated, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye!